uh, faculty development program organized by the UGC Grand Commission, Malibu Mission Teacher Training Center, Mizoram University, and it is 8 days online training program on NEP orientation and sensitization program. Now, through these 8 days, the themes already been covered some, and few more will be covered, like Indian knowledge system, then holistic and multidisciplinary education, academic leadership, governance and management, then higher education and society, research and development. Today I will go with the research and development, then skill development, student diversity and inclusive education, information and communication technology. So these are the broad eight topic through this training program will be covered. So as I said, today I'll discuss research and development. Now in research and development, today we'll cover like research and development with reference to National Education Policy 2020, then national education, research and development in current context in India. Okay, so two aspect is there, national research and development with reference to the National Education Policy 2020, then research and development in current context in India. So with this, like I am Professor Dr. Dhananjay Datta, Professor Faculty of Management and Commerce and Dean Research and Development, ICFAI University Tripura. Now this is basically my today's presentation content. First of all, acknowledgement, then introduction, then key features of NEP 2020 related to research and development. Then second is benefits to research and development of NEP 2020, key initiative in research and development, then impact of National Education Policy 2020 on research and development, then challenges in implementing research and development initiatives, then strategies for successful implementation, then internship and research project scheme in National Education Policy 2020 in India, then Union Budget 2025 of India highlights on the internship, research and development project and consultancy, then research and development in India, research and development comparative analysis among selected countries for last few years with reference to India, then national name of the world of research and development educational institutions, then finally conclusion and reference. Now to start with the acknowledgement, first of all I am giving my thanks to Gamma AI. Gamma AI is basically a software or app through which we can develop a PowerPoint presentation with artificial intelligence help. It is free available. Then ChatGPT, this is open artificial intelligence tool available freely. I am thankful to them also. Then WhatsApp Meta AI, I have used these artificial freely available tools to collect some information. Then Google Gemini AI, from Google Gemini also I have collected some information. So I am very much thankful to these freely available AI tools. Then I am very much thankful to Mizoram University for inviting me as a resource person session on research and development. Then I am also very much thankful to ICFAI University Tripura Authority for allowing me to take this session on this virtual platform. Now, National Education Policy 2020 is basically revolutionizing research and development steps taken in Indian education. Now, how it is basically brings the revolution, that basically we'll try to understand. India's National Education Policy, that is NEP 2020, represents significant steps towards fostering a research-driven, innovative and globally competitive education system. The policy emphasizes a paradigm shift in the Indian education system to foster a culture of research, innovation and critical thinking. This presentation will focus into the key features, benefits, initiative and challenges, etc. of this transformative policy. Now, National Education Policy 2020, the key features for research and development. There are few important key features I will discuss. Among them, first of all, is integration of research in higher education. This establishment of National Research Foundation to promote and fund quality research across discipline. Basically, in the higher education institutions, to promote research in a new way, National Research Foundation are being established. So later on, I'll visit the National Research Foundation website also to have a gameplays of the National Research Foundation objectives and functional areas. Then there is emphasis on interdisciplinary research. National Education Policy 2020 promotes multidisciplinary learning to encourage innovative and diverse research. Third is strengthening institutional framework. Higher educational institutions will be categorized into universities, teaching universities, and autonomous college. This we can see in the near future. Then encouraging innovation and entrepreneurship. Establishment of innovation hubs, then incubation center in educational institution to support startup and patent filing. Now for this also I will go through the two cases. One is Mizoram University, another is ICFAI University. These objectives or features of the National Education Policy are getting fulfilled. Then there are few more important features of National Education Policy. This I will continue. Increased allocation for research and development. Through this National Education Policy, there is an effort to increase the budget allocation for research and development. Then fostering a research ecosystem and in schools. Introduction of research-oriented pedagogy at the school level to nurture curiosity and inquiry-based learning from an early age. Then integration of scientific temper, critical thinking and problem-solving skill into the curriculum. Support research in emerging areas like artificial intelligence, robotics, and climate change. Then quantum computing, robotics will be happening. Then focus on solving real-world problems. Encourages collaboration between academics and industry. Now, National Education Policy 2020 benefits for research and development. What are the main benefits for research and development that now I will go through? First of all, promotes innovation and entrepreneurship. Through this NAP, there is a special effort to bring innovation and entrepreneurship in a new dimension. NAP 2020 fuels innovation by fostering a culture of research and encourage the creation of startup. Enhance India's global competitiveness. The policy aims to elevate India's universities in global ranking by promoting high quality research and collaborations. Then address societal changes. NAP 2020 encourages research addressing critical challenges like climate change, healthcare, and sustainable development. NAP 2020 key initiative in research and development. Now, these are the three key initiatives have been taken through National Education Policy 2020. These are establishment of the National Research Foundation. So, as I said that I will visit the website of the National Research Foundation and I will go through the functional areas, objectives later on. The National Research Foundation play a very crucial role in promoting and funding research and innovation across disciplines, especially for science and technology, engineering, basic science, National Research Foundation nowadays are doing a remarkable job. Then Indian Institute of Translation and Interpretation of Language. These, Indian Institute of Translation and Interpretation of Language promotes language research, contributing to preservation and development of India's diverse linguistic heritage. The National Educational Technology Forum. The National Educational Technology Forum encourages research in the field of education technology, aiming to enhance learning experience and improve access to the quality education. National Education Policy 2020 Impact on Research and Development. It will strengthen research culture. Institutions will gain autonomy and resources to focus on impactful research. Then global competitiveness. Indian universities are expected to climb global ranking due to an emphasis on quality research and collaboration. Then social and economic transformation. Research will address critical national and global challenges such as climate change, healthcare, and technological development. Challenges in implementing National Education Policy 2020 Research and Development Initiative. One main challenge is funding constraints, availability of the fund. Now, achieving the fund allocated to research development may remain a challenge, but there is a huge effort from the government side to make available fund to the researcher or to higher educational institutions. Lack of infrastructure. Many institutions lack modern laboratories and resources essential for advanced research. Brain drain is another challenge, big challenge. It's a very critical challenge which India is facing since long back. Retaining talented researcher and faculty in India requires systematic change and better facilities. Now, through this National Education Policy, there is an effort to create that ecosystem or environment to retain the talent in India. Then, coordination and monitoring. Effective implementation of the National Research Foundation and related policies requires robust coordination across institutions and government bodies. Strategies for successful implementation of National Education Policy 2020. First of all is basically capacity building, training faculty and researchers in advanced research methodologies and emerging technologies. Second is promoting public-private partnership, encouraging industries to invest in and collaborative on research projects, monitoring and evaluation framework, establishing metrics to assess research output and its societal impact, incentivizing innovation, recognizing and rewarding impactful research through grant, award, and career development. These are the key strategies which can be implemented to make NEP 2020 successful. Now, internship and research project scheme in NEP 2020 in India. The National Education Policy 2020 in India places a strong emphasis on internship and research project as a crucial part of higher education. Here is a breakdown of the key aspect. First, internship. Integration. National Education Policy 2020 aims to integrate internship into all degree programs, making them a compulsory component. Experimental learning. The focus is on providing students with a practical hands-on experience in real-world settings. Skill development. Internships are seen as a way to help students acquire industry-relevant skill and improve their employability. Diverse opportunities. Students can pursue internship in various settings, including higher education institutions, research institutions, universities, industrial research lab, national and internationally reputed organization with farmers, entrepreneurs, and local experts. These are the places where a student can do their internship. Then research project, research component in degree. National Education Policy 2020 emphasizes integrating research component into degree programs, especially the 4-year degree program with a bachelor degree with research. Bachelor degree with research. Developing competencies. The goal is to develop research competencies in students, preparing them for further studies on research-oriented careers. Focus on quality research. National Education Policy 2020 emphasizes the promotion of quality research within the higher education system. Innovation and technology. The policy recognizes the importance of research and innovation in driving societal development and aims to create a vibrant higher education ecosystem that fosters this aspect. Key initiative and guidelines. University Commission, the UGC, has framed guidelines for internship and research internship for undergraduate students, outlining the framework and objectives. Credit and curriculum framework. Institutions are incorporating internship into their credit and curriculum framework for undergraduate programs. Benefits of internship and research project. Enhance employability. Internship provides students with practical experience and skill, making them more attractive to employers. Real-world exposure. Students gain valuable insight into the functioning of industries and organizations. Skill development. Internship and research project help students develop critical thinking, problem solving, and research skill. Career exploration. These experiences can helpful students explore different career paths and make informed decisions for their future. Contribution to society. Research project can contribute to solving real-world problems and driving innovation. Overall, National Education Policy 2020 focus on internship and research project is a significant step towards making higher education more relevant and practical. By providing students with opportunities to apply their knowledge and skill in real-world settings, the policy aims to create a generation of graduates who are not only knowledgeable but also employable and capable of contributing to the nation's progress. Now, I'll tell something about the Union Budget. Union Budget 2025 of India highlights on internship, research, development, project, and consultancy. The Indian Union Budget 2025-26, presented by Finance Minister Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman, laid significant emphasis on boosting research and development, fostering innovation, and promoting skill development through internship and consultancy project. Here is a breakdown of the key highlights. Research and development and innovation. Rupees 20,000 crore allocated to the Department of Science and Technology. This substantial allocation aims to kickstart the private sector driven research and development fund. Initially proposed in the July budget, the fund with a total corpus of rupees 1 lakh crore will support research and development in deep tech and sunrise sector, enhancing India's strategic autonomy in the key technology areas. Deep tech funds. This is a separate kind of new fund government have created. The budget proposed exploring a deep tech fund of funds to catalyze the next generation of startup in emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, robotics, quantum computing. This initiative aims to foster innovation and entrepreneurship in cutting-edge fields. Through this policy, government have allocated 10,000 crore rupees for deep tech technologies, startup, and focus on public-private partnership. The budget emphasizes the importance of public-private partnership in research and development, encouraging collaboration between academia, industry, and government to drive innovation. Now, internship. Prime Minister's internship scheme. While the Prime Minister's internship scheme was already in place, the budget may have included provision to strengthen the scheme, potentially by increasing stipend or expanding its scope to attract more talent. The focus is likely to be on providing meaningful internship opportunities that equip young professionals with industry relevant skills, because the government under the Prime Minister of Mr. Narendra Modi sir, there is a special effort to give stipend to the student for doing internship. Industry collaboration. The budget may have greater industry participation in internship programs, with companies offering structured internship and mentorship to students. This would help bridge the gap between academia and industry, ensuring that graduates are better prepared for the workforce. Consultancy project. Support for MSME. The budget may have included initiative to support micro, small, and medium enterprise in accessing consultancy service for technology upgradation, process improvement, and business development. This could involve subsidies, tax incentives, the creation of dedicated funds to facilitate consultancy project for MSME. Promotion of innovation. The budget have emphasized the use of consultancy project to drive innovation in various sectors. This could involve consulting firm specialize in innovation management, technology transfer, and intellectual property rights. Overall, the budget 2025-26 appears to have prioritized research and development, innovation, and skill development with a focus on public-private partnership, industry collaboration, and support for MSME. These initiatives are expected to create a favorable environment for research, entrepreneurship, and job creation in India. Now, apart from the National Education Policy 2020, in general, in research and development, what is happening in India, there I will give some briefing. That is through research and development in India. Research and development in India is a dynamic and evolving landscape with both strength and areas for improvement. Here is an overview of the current context. Key highlights. Growing expenditure. India's gross expenditure on research and development has seen a significant increase in recent years. However, as a percentage of GDP, it is still lagged behind other major countries. Now, this part I will prove through a documents, which is research and development document produced by Government of India, how India is flourishing towards the research and development expenditure, but though it is lagging behind than the other developed countries. Focusing on fields, the Indian government is actively promoting research and development in emerging fields like artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, biotechnology, and renewable energy. Thrust on innovation. There is a strong emphasis on fostering a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship initiative like Auto Innovation Mission and Startup India. Academic progress. India has a large pool of talented researchers and engineers and is a major contributor to the global research output. Public sector dominance. Research and development expenditure in India is still largely driven by the public sector, although there is a growing participation from the private sector. These also I will show some statistics later on which will prove it. Then further, the key challenges in research and development in India in current context. Low research and development investment. Despite the increase, India's research and development expenditure as a percentage of GDP is still relatively low compared to other developed and developing nations. Infrastructure gap. There is a need for further improvement in research infrastructure, including laboratories, equipment, and research facilities. Industry-academia collaboration. Strengthening linkage between industry and academia is crucial to translate research outcome into practical applications and innovations. Brain drain. Brain drain is another challenge. I have mentioned it earlier also. Attracting and retaining top scientist talent is a challenge. Many researchers seeking opportunities abroad. Now the government initiative with regards to the research and development in India in current context. Increased funding. The government have been increasing funding for research and development in the sector. Policy support. Policies like the science, technology and innovation policy aims to create a favorable environment for research and development. Promoting private sector participation. Efforts are being made to encourage greater investment in research and development from the private sector. International collaboration. India is actively engaging in international collaboration to promote joint research and knowledge sharing. Looking ahead. Looking ahead is a basically futuristic approach which government tries to place for the research and development in India in present context. Enhancing research and development infrastructure. Continued investment in research infrastructure is essential to support cutting-edge research. Fostering industry academia partnership, building strong collaboration between industry and academia institution will help drive innovation and commercialization of research. Attracting and retaining talent. Creating attractive career opportunities and research environment will help retain top scientist talent within the country. Promoting a culture of innovation. Encouraging a culture of experimentation, risk-taking and innovation will be crucial for having research and development outcomes. Overall, India's research and development landscape is promising with a growing focus on innovation and a large pool of talented researchers. By addressing the existing challenges, the continuing to investment in research and development, India can further strengthen its position as a research and innovation hub. Research and development comparative analysis among selected countries for last few years with reference to India. Research and development is a critical drive for innovation, economic growth and technological advancement. Comparing research and development efforts across different countries provides valuable insight into their priorities, strength and potential for future development. Here is a comparative analysis of research and development across several countries with a focus on Indian perspective. Global research and development landscape. So here basically global things what is happening in research and development. So global research and development spending. Global research and development expenditure has been on the rise with countries like US, China, Japan, Germany and South Korea leading the way. These nations invest heavily in research and development across various sectors, including technology, healthcare, and defense. For this also, I'll show some very important statistics. Research and development intensity. Research and development intensity measured as research and development expenditure as a percentage of GDP is another important metric. Countries like Israel, South Korea, Sweden have high research and development intensity, indicating a strong commitment to innovation. Focus area. The focus area of research and development varies across countries. The US and China invest heavily in artificial intelligence, while Germany excels in manufacturing and engineering research. Countries like South Korea and Japan prioritizing research in electronics and semiconductors. Now the Indians research and development landscape. We are continuing with the research and development comparative analysis among selected countries for last few years with reference to India. Now we are going through the India's research and development landscape, means Indian perspective of research and development. Research and development expenditure. India's research and development expenditure has been steadily increasing, but it still lags behind global leaders. The country aims to increase its research and development spending to 2% of GDP in the coming years. R&D, research and development intensity. India's research and development intensity is relatively low compared to other economies. This indicates a need for increased investment in research and development to drive innovation and competitiveness. Focus area. India's research and development efforts are focused on areas like information technology, biotechnology, renewable energy, and pharmaceuticals. For this also, I'll show some statistics. The country also has a growing focus on space research and defense technology. Strength. India has a large pool of skilled researchers and engineers, which is a major asset for research development. The country also has a growing startup ecosystem, which is driving innovation in various sectors. Challenges. India faces challenges in terms of funding for research and development, infrastructure, and collaboration between academia and industry. The country also needs to improve its research output and patent fee. Comparative analysis with other countries. China. China has emerged as a major player in research and development with rapidly increasing expenditure and a focus on cutting-edge technologies like artificial intelligence, quantum computing. China's research and development intensity is also higher than India's. United States. The United States remains a global leader in the research and development with significant investment in basic research and a strong focus on innovation. The US has well-established research and development ecosystem with strong collaboration between academia, industry, and government. South Korea. South Korea is known for its high research and development intensity and focus on technology and innovation. The country has a strong track record in developing and commercializing new technologies. Israel has the highest research and development intensity in the world by its focus on defense and technology. The country has vibrant startup ecosystem and strong link between academia and industry. Indian perspective, opportunities, challenges. In opportunities, India has a potential to become a major player in research and development given its large pool of skilled researchers and growing economy. The country can leverage its strength in IT and biotechnology to drive innovation. Challenges. India need to address challenges related to fundings, infrastructure, and collaboration to boost its research and development efforts. The country also needs to improve the quality of its research output and increasing patent filing. Government initiative. The Indian government has launched several initiatives to promote research and development, including increasing funding, establishing research parks, and encouraging industry-academia collaboration. Private sector innovation. The private sector also has a crucial role to play in boosting research and development in India. Companies need to invest more in research and development and collaborate with research institutions to drive innovation. Overall, research and development is important for economic growth and technological advancement. While India has made progress in research and development, it still lags behind global leaders. India needs to create its research and development spending, improve infrastructure, and foster collaboration between academia and industry to unlock its full potential in research and development. Now I will give name of the world top research and development educational institution. First, as United States of America is leading in research and development, United States of America is the leader. So there are some universities who is leading in research and development in USA. They are like Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which is very strong in artificial intelligence, robotics, biotech, and engineering research. Stanford University, leading in entrepreneurship and medical research. Harvard University, known for research in medicine, law, and business. California Institute of Technology, specialized in physics, engineering, and space science. University of California, which is very much advanced in research in tech, artificial intelligence, and material science. Now, some universities from United Kingdom. University of Oxford, pioneer in medical science, AI, and humanities research. University of Cambridge, leading in physics, engineering, and life science. Then Imperial College of London, strong in engineering, medicine, and technology research. Some two universities from Europe. ETH Zurich University, which is in Switzerland, known for engineering, quantum computing, and AI research. University of Copenhagen, which is in Denmark, leading in life science and environmental research. Some university from Asia, Thingshu University, which is in China, top in engineering, artificial intelligence, and material science. Peking University, again which is in China, focus on medical research, physics, and computer science. University of Tokyo, which is in Japan, leading in robotics, electronics, and nuclear physics. National University of Singapore, very strong in biomedical and tech research. Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, India, best in scientific research and engineering. These are some universities leading in research and development from Asia. Then two universities from Australia. University of Melbourne, very strong in medical research and environmental science. Then Australian National University, specialized in astrophysics and policy research. These universities are ranked based on research fundings, publication, industry, collaboration, and innovation impact. Now, this presentation conclusion, first I will give some inputs from national education policy, then we'll go in general research and development conclusion also. Now, conclusion, a path towards a knowledge superpower. National Education Policy 2020 is a transformative policy that aims to establish India as a global knowledge superpower by fostering a robust research and development culture. Its success depends on collaborative efforts between the government institutions, industries, and individuals. These policies aims to address national challenge, enhance global competitiveness, and promotion sustainable development through research and innovation. It is a pivotal step towards a brighter future for India's education system. This is basically research and development in India in the present context, because the national education policy have brought a revolution in the Indian higher education system, especially including research and development. So with this, this is the reference for this presentation. I'll go through the question answer session later on. Before that, I'll go through some statistics which I mentioned again and again in my presentation. First, before going through the presentation, go through some website. First of all, I will go through National Research Foundation website. Hello. Hello, can anybody respond?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sir, my website is showing.
Yes, it's showing.
Okay, thank you, sir. Because in between there is one pop-up window came. So due to that pop-up window, I'm facing problem. Oh.
You have to minimize it, I think.
Yeah, but it is not getting minimized.
You can cross it. Maybe you can cross it.
Yeah, that I will do. Just 1 minute, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Now see, as I suggested, now I came to the website of the Anusandhan, National Research Foundation. This is basically a very remarkable, step taken by the government of India, that is establishment of the National Research Foundation, which is also known as Anusandhan National Research Foundation. Now, see, I said that research and development in India is the present context is this. So, like I'll go through, about National Research Foundation establishment details. Anusandhan National Research Foundation, established through an Act of Parliament, that is ANRF Act 2023, to provide high-level strategic directions for research, innovation, and entrepreneurship in the field of natural science, including mathematical science, engineering and technology, environmental and arts science, health and agriculture, and scientific and technological interface of humanities and social science. You can understand the dimension of the coverage, but they especially focused on engineering, technology, basic science, which physics, chemistry, mathematics, material science. Now, Anusandhan National Research Foundation has been established to promote research and development and foster a culture of research and innovation throughout India's universities, college and research and research and development laboratories. Anusandhan National Research Foundation act as a apex body to provide high-level strategic direction of scientific research in the country as per recommendation of the National Education Policy. Anusandhan National Research Foundation affords collaboration among the industry, academia, research institution, and government departments. Now I'll go through some vital areas. Now here we can see the objectives. Why the National Research Foundation were created. So there are some important objectives, that is for preparing roadmap for short, medium and long-term research and development. Like this, you can see this session is basically a training session, and moreover it's a session to create awareness among all stakeholders. So who are the stakeholders? Like faculties, research scholars are the main stakeholders of this session, and national education policy, including students studying in higher education institutions. So later on also you can go through this. Now I'll go through some area like schemes and programs. So like National Research Foundation helps in intensification of research in high priority areas. Then course research grant, startup research grant, scientific and useful profound research advancement. Then empowerment and equity opportunity for excellence in science, mathematical research impact centric support. Then impacting research innovation and technology. Then international travel support. This international travel support is related to attending overseas educational institutions or countries for research, and attending seminar conference purpose. Then helping to organize seminar or symposia. Then short-term special cell on COVID. Okay, so these are the some important schemes and programs which is being executed by Anushandhan National Research Foundation in India. So this is just the summary I have done. There are a lot of things. In our university, some of our faculty have secured project through this National Research Foundation. So all faculties and research scholars, those who are attending the session, you can also look into it and take advantage of the government funding facilities. Next, I move to ICFAI. ICFAI is another body. Research Indian research, because as I'm discussing the National Research Foundation, so parallelly we should focus on social science. And for social science research in India, long back, since decades, is a body which is known as Indian Council for Social Science is doing excellent. Now where the Indian Council for Social Science Research so the Indian Council for Social Science Research is the apex body of the Government of India for research in the social and human science. Founded in 1969, ICSSR operates under the aegis of Ministry of Education, Government of India. ICSSR plays a pivotal role in advancing knowledge and understanding of various social issues, challenges, and provide research-based solution to policymakers and stakeholders in the development of the nation through initiative and schemes such as research project, doctoral, postdoctoral, senior fellowship, and national fellowship, research internship, training and capacity building of early career researcher, public grants, national and international seminars, conference and workshop, publication of cutting-edge research, national international collaboration, promotion of social science and humanities research through research institutes, recognized institute and regional centers, documentation center of ICSSR, National Social Science Documentation Center provides library and information support service to the researcher in social science. Okay, so ICSSR mission is to shape the agenda of social science research across nation and contribute to the informed development by promoting research excellence. Now, I'll just take a few minutes fellowship programs. The benefit today's training session, like those who are participant, like fellowship, are given research project. There are minor research project, major research project, international collaboration, and international, national, international organization support or participation support, training and capacity building, then research survey and publication, conducting primary database research support, then going for publication. Even ICSSR helps in publishing journal. What are the costs incurred in continuing a journal? That also for that also ICSSR gives support. So that all related to the research and development in India at present context. Now I'll go to Mizoram University, because these are happening throughout all universities in India. So as Mizoram University is hosting the today's training session on NAP 2020 for 8 days. So I have chosen the Mizoram University as case, and as I belong to ICFAI University, I have considered ICFAI University also as a case for discussion. Now here you can see the Mizoram University website. Now here you can see the logo of the research. Research is written. So here you can see research and development cell, incubation center. Okay, so research and development will go. So Mizoram University is also doing excellent in being a university. NAC A+ acceleration. You can see NAC A+ acceleration. They have research development. So these are the basically structure director, then research and advisory council is there, research and development committees are there, code of ethics, plagiarism policy, research policy, then different activities, training program. Okay, so this is how practically things are happening. Now if I go through the ICFAI case, in our university, like this is basic homepage. You can see research. So in research and development. So in research and development, we are also extremely good. Now see, research and development at ICFAI University Tripura is a cornerstone of our academic excellence, with a commitment to advancing knowledge and addressing global challenges. Our university fosters a robust research culture across diverse discipline, supported by state-of-the-art facilities and collaborative partnership. Lead a groundbreaking research project that contribute to scientific innovation and societal impact. From cutting-edge laboratories to interdisciplinary research center, we provide a fertile ground for discovery and exploration. Our students and faculty make significant contribution to the world of academia and beyond. See, different messages there. Mission statement of the research and development of ICFAI University Tripura, then vision statement, then objective of the research and development, then activities. Then we have a research and development chronicle newsletter which we publish. Then here it is very important, before going to the funding institution and research institution, I'll go through IoT Scholar Club. We have one Scholar Club which is basically only including the PhD scholars. Scholar pursuing PhD, they are member of this Scholar Club and they are organizing activities. So activities here they are performing. Then we have research and development reports are here. Now from this important area which I would like to highlight especially, that is funding institution and research proposal institution. Now in a special initiative to make it accessible to all of our faculty members and to all stakeholders, funding agencies name and website. Now say for example, Australia India Strategic Research Fund. This is a funding agency jointly India and jointly run by India and Australia. That website, and what are the funding opportunities are there, research opportunities are there. Basically the site. Okay, so like this, like I'm going through another example. We have shown, total 96 organization here who is basically doing funding for research. Apart from this, we are planning to include some non-government NGO organization also who is funding in research. Now, like Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, that is ONGC. ONGC also doing funding for development. So, if with the website and this is the website from the proposal and all these things. Now, before going through other part, I'll just go for a few minutes in the University website again, just to show that the Research Advisory Council of the Mizoram University. This is basically the Research Advisory Council. We have also Research Advisory Council. Then the different committees, R&D, Research and Development Committees, for Finance and Infrastructure Committees, Research Program and Policy Committees, Research and Development, Monitoring and Commercialization Committee, IPR, Intellectual Property Rights, Legal and Ethical Committees. Okay, these are some details which basically, will tell you how the things are happening all around. Now I'll go through, statistics which I was saying earlier, because it is already, we have less time now. So I'm just opening that. Yeah. This is one document which is publicly available and produced by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India. This policy basically research on, this document is especially on research and development statistics at a glance, which is updated up to 2022-23. From that, what I said earlier, that will be validate, and as it is publicly available document, I have searched beyond that. No publicly available documents are there, so I am taking a reference point. Now here, major highlights. In major highlights, there are research and development expenditure. These you can show that you can see the my cursor, research and development expenditure, and other part is research and development as percentage of GDP. This line is basically research and development as percentage of GDP. Okay, now this shows the statistics from 1990 to 2021, India's research and development expenditure and research and development expenditure as percentage of GDP, because this matters, because India, I will show you that how India is lagging, because if we compare with the developed countries in terms of research and development expenditure as percentage of GDP, India is lagging behind. India is progressing, but it is lagging behind. We need to do a lot of things. So here in 2021, it was 0.64. Now I will go through some vital statistics here. National research and development expenditure sector wise, 2020-21. Here you can see 36.4%. It is basically private sector industry. Okay, private sector industry, it is private contribution. Now, if I say central government, that is 43.7, then state is 6.7, then public sector industry, which is also again under government, 4.4. Then higher education institution, 8.8. Now here main interesting thing is that in India, private investment in research and development is less. If we combine central government, then state government, then government run public sector industry, then higher educational institution funded by government, it is having a larger share. Larger share means more than 50%. So there we need to improve. Private industry needs to be encouraged to invest more in the research and development. Then this data tells us, like, research and development expenditure by select scientific agencies. Scientific agencies, like there are so many scientific agencies are available in India. So the research and development expenditure by these scientific agencies, which cover 2005, 6, 10, 11, then 15, 16, then last is 2021. Now this is basically DRDO, Defense Research Development Organization, then Department of Space, then Department of Atomic Energy. Now here you see it is increasing. For all scientific agencies, it is increasing. Indian Council for Agriculture Research, then Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, Director of Science and Technology, Director of Biotechnology, Indian Council for Medical Research. These statistics are available, which shows us that over a period of time, expenditure on the research and development by scientific agencies in India are increasing. Now this is basically the percentage share of government and business enterprise sector in gross expenditure for research and development. This is basically government, this bar line, and the red line is showing business sector. Over a period of time, where we can see that there is a ups and downs with the remarkable changes. Now this is basically, this is also interesting, very research and development expenditure by leading industries group 2020-21. This yellow color representing public sector, and this representing private sector. So you see, all of you can see here that private sector is dominating in the sector-wise research expenditure, like medical and surgical appliance, industrial machinery, textile, then telecom, then mechanical engineering industry. Okay, but here you see fuels. Fuels means like petrol. Petrol is government doing the export, then distributing through government owned channel, where government is having a huge expenditure. Then defense industries, government is having the monopoly here in the defense industries, which is showing through the yellow bar, and other is basically contributing by the private sector, like information technology, research and development expenditure, drugs and pharmaceuticals, where India is having a landmark achievement worldwide for drugs and pharmaceutical research and development. Then agency-wise support. Okay, this is, you can go through. Now it's very important. It is basically research and development expenditure as percentage of GDP for selected countries 2020-20. Now here, what I was saying earlier in my presentation, this is are going to validate. Here basically we are going through the chart, that is research and development expenditure as percentage of GDP for selected countries in 2020-20. Now here you can see India. It is basically these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are basically percentage of GDP expenditure. Now India are having below 1, and Mexico is below India. South Africa is above. Then we can see Australia, Canada, Brazil, Hungary, Italy, New Zealand, Spain, Russia, Federation, UK. Okay, these are basically some developed country which is having less than 2% of their GDP expenditure for research and development. Then maximum developed countries, you see, like Israel. Israel is doing extremely very well in recently war. You all of you are saying in the television news. So this is as because of their strong research and development in the arms and ammunition technology, artificial intelligence, drone technology. So their expenditure is basically more than 5, near about 6. Then Republic of Korea. Okay, then if we say maximum developed countries are having above 2% of their GDP, they are spending for research and development. This is very significant chart to understand why India is lagging. So India need to increase the percentage of GDP expenditure in research and development. This is also another vital figure which is worldwide available, where I show the comparative analysis earlier through my presentation. Here some government statistics I am presenting which is aligned with my presentation and the reality. That is gross expenditure on research and development per researcher for selected countries. Now here also India is lagging behind. This is basically, I have said time is very short, so I will go because I need to go through another statistics data. So here also India is lagging behind. You can see all the developed countries are ahead of India, and if you are interested, you can. It is freely available. The document's name is Research and Development at a Glance. So if you Google search, you can get it, or I will also provide through my study material with my study materials. Then India's research publication trend. India's research publication is increasing, but the quality of research is not world standard. That we need to understand, and we need to improve there. Then number of patents sealed in India. India foreign. Like here you can see Indian foreign total and percentage of Indian share. This is basically the percentage of Indian share. Then foreign patent, this that is patent. Then this is basically Indian patent, and the total patent is also given. Now this is also important. Patent application filled by resident and non-resident at Select Patent Office 2021. Now here you see this is basically resident and non-resident. Now for China 90% of their patent filling come from the resident applicant and 10% from the non-resident applicant. Then US 44% resident, 56% non-resident. Now in the 56% of their patent filling, their huge contribution are from the Indian, which is we say brain drain over a period of time. 56% contributed by the foreign, non-resident US. Then Japan, 77%, resident applicant and 23% non-resident. Then if we take India, 43% resident applicant and 57% non-resident. Then Germany 68% resident applicant and 32% non-resident. Then for Australia only 9% are resident applicant and 91% is non-resident applicants. Now distribution of research and development institution in India. in 2021. As per the Director of Research and Development Institution, in 2021, there were 7,888 research and development institutions in the country, out of which 66% were in private sector. But institutions are there, but the investment amount is less. That investment need to be increased. And these are the basically state sector 1.3, then central 8%, then universities 11%, public sector 2%. The state sector is 13%. Sorry, state sector is 10%, and private sector 66%. Okay, so with this, I'm finishing it. Now, quickly, I will go through another important, interesting, statistical findings. This is basically global. I hope you can see it. Global Innovation Index 2025. This is very recent data. Global Innovation Index 2025. Innovation basically comes from the research. Research, any kind of good research, leads to innovation. So that's why I include this, statistics here. This basically statistics published by World Intellectual Property Organization. Organization name is World Intellectual Property Organization, who basically prepare and release it, which is basically situated in Switzerland. You can see this organization name, World Intellectual Property Organization, which is situated in Switzerland. Now here quickly I will go through some area which is very important and eye-opening. We get very good exposure. I'm quickly. This is like Global Innovation Index 2025 at a glance. The Global Innovation Index 2025 provides comprehensive analysis of innovation ecosystem across 39 economies, taking global innovation trend through investment patterns, technological progress, adoption rate, and socioeconomic impact. Now, global leaders in innovation. See what I repeat. Global leaders in innovation in 2025. Now, top 3 innovation in economics by region in the world. Latin America and the Caribbean. They are Chile, Brazil, and Mexico are doing well. They are ranking. They have ranked. Then Sub-Saharan Africa, South Africa, Botswana, Senegal. Then in Northern Africa and Western Asia, Israel, United Arab Emirates, then Turkey. Southeast Asia, East Asia, and Oceania, Republic of Korea, Singapore, and China. These are the region-wise distribution of the countries in terms of innovation. Now in Northern America, United States and Canada, Europe, Switzerland, Sweden, and United Kingdom. Central and Southern Asia, here India is green. This is basically very positive sign. In the Central and Southern Asia, India is leading, followed by Iran, Islamic Republic of, then Uzbekistan. Then another important area, top 3 innovation economics by income group. High income group, Switzerland, Sweden, United States. Then upper middle income, China, Malaysia, Turkey. Low middle income group, India, Vietnam, Philippines. Low income, Rwanda, Togo, Uganda. Now showing these two have importance. Now I am going to the main part. And this is basically, I will zoom it. Yeah. Now you see Global Innovation Index 2025 ranking of the economies countries. Score, income group rank, region rank. Region rank I have shown you worldwide. Then income group rank I have shown you worldwide. Now here Switzerland is leading as a global innovator leaders with 66 point, where they are leading in the income group and region group also. Now, where is India? India is in, 38 number, 38 rank. India is having 38 rank. Now, having 38.2 score, 38.2 score. Now, the positive sign is for India is that in the ranking, India is having rank 1. In the income also, rank 1, and in the region also, rank 1. So this is basically very positive sign in the global innovation index.
Sir.
Yeah. Sir, I'm finishing.
Sir,
Okay,
we
so
are exceeding our stipulated time. Kindly let's try to conclude.
Yeah, finished. Okay, so this is basically the global innovation index, which is basically very important at present context with reference to the research and development. In India, abroad also. Now, just I'm finishing. Yeah. I have stopped my presentation. Thank you, everybody. ICFAI University Tripura and all the participants attending this training session organized by the Mizoram University. And with thank you, everybody. I am finishing my session for today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving us an insightful presentation. And let's hope that this will not be the end of our association. Let's hope that we will be engaging your service in the near future also. Thank you so much, sir, for having you. Have a nice evening, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Okay.